Hello students, this is video number 20 and in this video I'm going to take chapter 9 of class 8th algebraic expressions and identities. Before starting, let me explain you the thing that you have studied in class 7th. Okay, if I ask you to write 5, so you will write like this. Okay, 5 is also written like this and this is 5 is written like this also. In Hindi it is like this and in Roman it is like this. Okay, now these are the symbol of writing 5. These are symbol. Likewise we have got uh, different symbol for 5 in Chinese also, in Urdu also, in Bengali also, in different language. Okay, we have got one more symbol like A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Okay, so many things are there. This is also symbol. Okay, now if I ask you to give me 5 pen, if I ask you to give me 5 pen, so you will give me 5 pen, 5 individual pens like this. Okay, if I ask from other student of your class, he will also give me 5 individual pen. If I go to some other school, in some other school, you will he will the child will also give me the same number of pen. If I give you ask if I go to any other country, like if I go out of India and ask about 5 pen, they will also give me 5 individual pen. Maybe they have got they will give me different company pen, but their number will be same. Okay, now if I ask you to give me A pen, your X pen, suppose to give me X pen, so there will be confusion, there will be ambiguity. Maybe one child will understand that X is 1, so he will give me 1 pen. Okay, the child can give me 2 pen also. Nah, it is also possible that the child do not give me any pen. He is thinking, sir, what is the sir is asking? Okay, so this X is not fixed, it can be anything. Okay, so what is the difference between these two symbols? The difference between these two symbols are that this symbol has got a fixed value and this symbol has got no fixed value. This has got fixed value. इसकी fixed value होती है, fixed value, and this symbol has got no fixed value, no fixed value. So the symbol this which having fixed value, this is called constants. Okay, so constants are what? The symbol in maths having fixed value. So what can be the example here? It can be 2 also, it can be 0 also, it can be 1 also, it can be minus 5, 6. So there can be infinite number of, even in decimals also. 2.5, this is also fixed value. 2 upon 7, this is also fixed. So there can be, so all the numbers that we study comes under constant. Now this thing, that is symbol having no fixed value, is called variables. We also know this by another name, literals. Okay, they are the symbol which having no fixed value. It can be anything, A, B, C, X, so many things are there. Okay, so these are the constant and variables. Now children, when we combine these two things, okay, when we combine these two things, we get another system. when we combine, see, when it's come for combining, suppose if you have to paste two paper, okay, so you will use glue or fevicol, some adhesive material. When I have to combine these constant and variables, I have to use these. We have got four glues. What is that? We use either plus, minus, multiplication or division. So when the constants, okay, is combined with these sign with variables, we get a system, another thing, which is called an algebraic expression. Okay, I'm writing in short, algebraic expression, which is given here at the topic, algebraic expressions. So combination of constants and variables combined with plus, minus, multiplication and division sign are called algebraic expression. Going to give you some examples of algebraic expression. Look at this first one. It is 2x. See the constant 2 and x is combined with the multiplication. There is a multiplication in between them. Okay. So this is an algebraic expression. 5 plus x. This is a constant variable combined with a plus sign. This is an algebraic expression. This is a what? Constant, and this is a this is a variable. This is a constant. This is also variable. Here we have got 1. If it is nothing written, it is called 1. So this is also an algebraic expression. This is also and this x is also an algebraic expression. If nothing is written, it is just to be taken as 1. So this x is nothing but 1 multiply x. So this is also an algebraic expression. This is also an algebraic expression. Now to the next topic is the terms. To explain the meaning of term, let me take one expression, an algebraic expression. 2x square. In between this is the multiplication sign, okay, and minus 5 multiply x plus 9. See, when we consider about terms means the parts of the algebraic. This is an algebraic expression. The parts of an algebraic expression which is separated by plus or minus sign. Means when we are looking for the terms, we only consider two signs, plus and minus, means addition and subtraction. So look at this term. So this minus has separated this part. We do not consider multiplication sign. Here the minus is considering separated this part. Plus has separated this and this part. If you see this minus and plus together, they both have made 3 parts of this algebraic expression. Each part is called term. Okay, this is called terms. This is called one term. Okay. Now here how many terms are there? 2 terms are there. Sorry, 3 terms are there. If I'm writing 5y, this is called have got one term. Okay, this has got 3 terms. This has got one term. So this is what all about the terms. Now this algebraic expression is classified, or you can say types of algebraic expressions. Types of algebraic expressions. If you are having one term, okay, if it is a one term, it is called monomial. Okay, means one term. Like for example, 2x, comma y simply. These are called monomial. If there are 2 terms, it is called binomial. Means 2 plus x, or we can say 2, 3 y plus x. This is also got a term, 2 terms. And if it is 3 terms, these are called trinomial. This is called 2x square minus 9x plus 6. If it is more than three terms, it is called multinomial. Some children get confused with a polynomial, but it is not polynomial. Polynomial is a different thing. This is called multinomial. So multinomial is more than 3 terms. Like if you got 4 terms, example. See, there are 4 terms, so this comes under multinomial. Okay. Now next topic is the factors. To explain you this, I have written an algebraic expression here. This is an algebraic expression. Okay. It has got 2 parts. It has got 2 terms, sorry. 2 terms. One is this and the other is this. Let us take this part first. Okay. If you see this 2xy can be further divided into 3 parts. It is made up of what? 2 x and y. So each term is called the factor of this. Okay, this has got a factor 5 and y. So the factors are basically the terms which on multiplying we get the required term. We have 2xy there, so we have multiplied 2x and y, then we have got 2xy. So this is called the factors of 2xy. Now if I have to find the factor of this term, so let's look at this. This is made up of 4 things. One is 9, then it is x square with 2x multiply x and then y. So the factor of this 9 square y is 9, x, x and y. So likewise we can do questions based on this factor. Let me take you one more example. If you have written simply 8, okay, so it has got only with one factor. So this number is itself a factor. The factor will be of 8 is 8. If you are taking 9y plus 6x square y z. So this has got factor 9y. This has got factor 6x, x, y and z. So this is all about the factor. Now the next topic is coefficients. Our next topic is coefficients. The coefficients, to explain you this, let me take one example. Let us take one term here. Coefficient and factors are actually based on generally on terms. Let us take one 7x square y. See, when we ask for coefficients, we always write coefficient of something, means coefficient of x square. So the coefficient of x square means the numbers, the symbols which are attached with x square. The symbols which are attached with x square are what? 7 and y. So it is 7y. Okay. Now coefficient of y is 7x square. If you are talking about coefficient of x, then it will be there are x square. So if you are taking 1x, it will be 7xy. Okay. And if you want this 7 is actually called numerical coefficient or simply coefficient. So when we talk about numerical coefficient, So numerical coefficient is 7. Now let me take some questions from exercise 9.1. Okay. The first question is this: identify the terms, their coefficients for each of the following expressions. Okay. Now look at this. If it is, I have to find out the terms. So the terms are, there are two terms. One is this 5x y z square. Second is minus 3z and y. And their coefficients. See, when we talk simply about coefficients, so we we are meaning with numerical coefficients. Okay. So if we are saying only coefficients, so coefficient of 5 x y z square, the coefficient of this is 5, and coefficient of minus 3 z y will be what? Minus 3. So this is a complete answer. Okay, let me take one more question here. Question number 3: 4x square y square minus 4x square y square z square plus z square. Now these are what? Terms. So these are what? Terms. I'm not writing in separately, but these are called terms. So there are three terms. When you are writing this, it should be minus sign should be there. And when we talk about the coefficient of this, so coefficient of this will be what? 4. Here it will be minus 4, and here it will be, nothing is written between before this z square, so it will be taken as 1. So 4, minus 4 and 1 are the coefficients of this expression. Now let us take one more question. This is a question of first of exercise 9.1. Here the terms are, three terms are there: x by 2, y upon 2 and minus xy. Now the coefficient of this is 1 by 2. The coefficient of x square is 1 by 2. Coefficient of y upon 2 is 1 by 2. And coefficient of minus xy is minus 1. So this is the meaning of coefficients. Now the next topic is polynomials. Very important property. Generally we often get confused with polynomials and the number of terms. See, polynomial has nothing to do with the number of terms. Polynomials can be of one term or one term only. It can be two terms, can be three terms or four terms. So what? There are two conditions. See, polynomial is actually a special algebraic expression. Means polynomial is an algebraic expression. I'm writing in short, okay, ALG and EXP. Polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the powers of the variables is a whole. Okay, polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the power of variables is a whole number. For example, let us take one example here: 2x plus 1 upon x. Okay, see, this can be written like this. This can be written like this: 2x plus x. This is what? The power is what? 1 here. So when you will bring it up, it will become minus 1. Remember, when 1 upon x and this x raised to power 1 is a one thing. Let me explain you one more clearly. Suppose it is written like this. If you want to write this x square as in denominator, if you want to write in numerator, so this is written like this. This and this are equal. The way of writing only this. So this is nothing but this is. Now look at this. The power of this x is what? Here it is 1 and here it is what? 1. Minus 1, sorry. But according to the condition, the polynomial should have a in which the power of the variable should be whole number. Is it a whole number minus 1? No. So this is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial. Okay. Polynomial has nothing to do with that there are how many terms of 3 terms, 2 terms. It has nothing to do with that. Okay. Let us take one more example. It is 5x. This is a polynomial because the power is 1 here. It is a whole number. Remember, this is 2x plus 1 upon x is an algebraic expression but not a polynomial. This is a binomial but not a polynomial. This is a algebraic expression and a polynomial also. This is a polynomial. If it is written like this, see, x raised to power minus 2, which is not a whole number, it is an integer. So this is not a polynomial. This is a polynomial because the power is whole number. Five upon 2x plus 9. This is also polynomial. Now look at this, variable comes in the denominator. When you will bring it up, it will be what? Power will become negative. So this is not a polynomial because this power will, it will be written like this. See, 6 square plus 9 x raised to power minus 1 y raised to power minus 1. This is not a polynomial. Now question number 2 of exercise 9.1. I have taken few questions here. In this question you have to classify the following polynomials as monomials, binomials and trinomials. Means the expression that is given in the question 2, they all are polynomials first of all. Okay, so you have to classify them as monomials, binomials and trinomials. Which polynomials do not fit in these 3 categories? Means you have to, there are categories are what? Monomials, binomials and trinomials. And so you have to tell me this. See, this is a polynomial. So this is what? Binomial. This is also polynomial. It is a monomial. This is also polynomial, but this does not fall in these categories. It has got more than 3. So you will say that does not belong to these categories. Does not belong to the given categories. Okay. Otherwise it is a what? It is a multinomial. Okay. So likewise you can do this sums. Now next children is very important, the like terms and unlike terms. Now like terms and unlike terms. See, these like terms and unlike terms are basically deals with the variables. Means when we are talking about like terms, we only look for the variables in the term there. Let us take one example here. Let us take one term here, 5x square. Another term, 6 x y 5 4 x square and minus 2 x xy. So if I have to find out the like terms in this, I told you we look for the variable parts here. What is the variable part here? You can say variable coefficient also. You have a literal coefficient. Literal coefficient is x square. Here the literal coefficient is what? This is. Okay. So now the like term of this term will be, but before that let me explain in a different way. If you see this x square in a mirror, if you see the x square in a mirror, okay, it will look x square. Okay, so the terms, like terms are there, are those terms in which the variable parts are same. They are exactly same. Means if it is x square, so the like term of this 5 square will be that term in which the variable part is also x square. That is the same. So 5x square and 4x square are like terms. These are like terms. And then 6xy minus 2xy, because the variable parts are same, so this is also like terms. But if we talk about 5x square and 6xy, the variable parts are not same, so we say they are unlike terms. So the like terms are the terms having exactly same variable part with variable coefficients. Let me explain you one more thing. 5xy and 9yx, they are also like terms. Okay, xy and yx are the same thing, so they are also like terms. And if it is like 15x square y and 10, you can simply write yx square. Look at this variable part. Variable part is x square and y. Has he got x square? Yes. Has he got y? Yes. So the variable parts are same. So this is also a like term. Now I'm going to tell you about the rules which should be helpful in doing the addition and subtraction. And this will be the last topic of this video. So the rule for addition and subtraction. Rule for addition and subtraction is that addition and subtraction is possible only in like terms. So addition and subtraction is possible only in like terms. For example, if it is written like this, now since the variables are here x and y, so whenever the variables are there, we have to look for the rule. We have to add here. So I told you addition and subtraction is possible only in like term. Means this and this is not going to solve. Means if you are planning to solve this, it is not possible. Remember? So this is going to solve with this. So let us bring this together. Now when you will solve this, the result that will come will also be a like term of this. Means when you will add this, the result that will also come, it also come in x, and it will also come x. Then only it will be a like term of these. Now what you have to add here, you have to solve this 5 and 10. It is what? 15. And this 6y will remain like this. Now you cannot further solve. This is your answer. Now there's a third question, first part of exercise 9.1. Here I have to add this term. Means I have to add this and this. So instead of bracket you put plus sign. Okay. So there are two actually method. One is the horizontal method and another is the column method. Let me solve this one by one. I'll show you the first method. This is the horizontal method. See, AB minus BC, it will be written like this. Now look at this. This AB is going to solve with AB here. So let us write side by side. AB minus AB. This BC is going to solve with BC. So it is already together. And this CA is going to solve with CA. Now when we talk about this result, see the result will be what? AB. But here it is what? Number, no number is written, it will be taken 1. Here it is 1. So 1 minus 1 will be what? 0. Now look at this. The result will be BC. Now this is what? Minus 1 and plus 1. Again this will be what? 0. Similarly here also you will get what? 0. So 0 multiply with any number is what? 0, 0 and 0. So it will be what? 0. And if you have to in another question I'll tell you how to do the sum with column method.